In the age of AI, just creating content, well, it isn't enough anymore. You've got to prove you're credible, not just to your audience, but to the algorithms that decide if you're even going to be seen. So in the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly how you can do that. Let's jump in.
Just think about it for a second. When the stakes are really high, let's say you need some medical advice, you don't just ask anybody on the street. You've got a process, right? A filter for figuring out who's actually trustworthy. It's totally instinctive, and it's a crucial part of how we get by in the world.
I mean, you wouldn't trust a random flyer you found on the street, would you? Of course not. It's anonymous, its claims are totally unverified, and it has absolutely zero reputation to stand on. Instead, you'd go find a board-certified doctor, someone with proven credentials, years of real experience, and a long history of positive patient reviews. The choice is, well, it's obvious.
And here is the big connection. AI engines, like Google, they're asking that exact same question about your content. They're trying to figure out, are you the credible doctor, or are you just another anonymous flyer? And believe me, they have a very specific framework for doing it. This framework is basically your content's medical degree. It's called EEAT, and it is the single most important factor in figuring out whether an AI is going to trust and recommend your work to its users.
So what in the world does EEAT stand for? It's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And this isn't just another buzzword, okay? It is the absolute foundation of what we now call answer engine optimization, or AEO. It's all about optimizing your content to be the definitive go-to answer that AI tools are searching for.
This quote just puts it perfectly. EEAT is that whole collection of signals, your qualifications, your reputation, your reliability, that basically tells an AI, hey, this source is safe, this source is credible, this is the one you should show your users.
Okay, so how do you actually earn this digital degree? Well, let's break down these 4 core credentials, one by one, starting with the first 2, which really go hand in hand. First up, we've got expertise and experience. Now, they sound pretty similar, but there's a really important difference. Think of expertise as your diploma. It's your formal knowledge, your qualifications. Experience, on the other hand, is your years of practice, your real-world, first-hand involvement. You have to show that you not only know the subject, but you've actually lived it. So how do you actually prove this? It's surprisingly straightforward. First, showcase your deep, first-hand knowledge right there in your content. But, and this is crucial, include detailed author bios that explain why you are qualified to talk about this stuff. Display your credentials, your degrees, your qualifications. Make it completely obvious who is behind the content and why they're a legitimate expert.
Next up is authoritativeness. This is all about your reputation. In our little analogy, if expertise is the doctor's degree, authoritativeness is the name of their well-respected clinic. It's about being recognized by other people as the go-to source in your specific field.
A really powerful way to build this is through something called topical authority. It's a pretty structured approach. You start by creating a big, comprehensive parent page on a core topic. Then you support it with a whole cluster of detailed child pages that cover all the related subtopics. And the final step here is absolutely critical. You have to earn links from other reputable sites. When they point to your content as a reference, that's a huge signal to an AI that you are a true authority. But of all 4 of these pillars, one really stands above the rest. And this is so important to get. Trustworthiness is the single most critical component. Everything else, your experience, your expertise, your authority, it all builds toward this one goal. Because if users and AI don't trust you, nothing else matters. Building trust really means providing proof. You've got to back up every single claim with real-world data and stats. Provide clear citations, link out to your sources. And just like our doctor has patient reviews, you should be displaying customer testimonials, case studies, and industry certifications. You have to show, not just tell. Okay, so we get the theory. Now let's turn this into practice. Here is your EEAT prescription, a clear, actionable plan to improve your content's health starting today. Your prescription has 3 key steps. First, facts, not fluff. AI summaries are going to prioritize answers that are backed up by hard data. Second, maintain consistency. We'll dig into this in just a second, but it's all about making sure your signals are aligned. And third, anticipate needs. Create those comprehensive guides that answer the natural follow-up questions your audience is going to have. Let's focus on that consistency point for a moment, because this is where things can get a little technical, but it is so important. Your website has some back-end code. It's called schema that describes your content to search engines.
The information in that code must perfectly match what your visitors actually see on the page. Any mismatch is a major red flag for an AI, and it's a huge blow to your trustworthiness.
So let's talk about the prognosis. Why is all of this so urgent right now? Well, the answer lies in how search itself is fundamentally changing as we speak. Modern AI search, like what you see in Google's AI overviews, uses a technology called RAG. To put it simply, the AI's job is to scan the web, find the most reliable sources on a topic, and then use that information to build a direct answer for the user. Its entire purpose is to find the most trustworthy doctors online.
And this chart, well, it shows the stark reality of the situation. Content with high EEAT signals has a dramatically higher chance of getting selected and featured by these AI systems. On the flip side, content with low EEAT becomes almost invisible. The visibility gap here is absolutely massive.
The takeaway here is really simple. Without strong EEAT signals, your content is just going to get lost. It won't be featured in that top answer box, what we call position 0, and it won't get cited by AI tools like ChatGPT or Perplexity. You'll basically be shouting into the void.
And look, this isn't just a theory. It's a core strategy that experts are using right now. As AEO expert coach BK Han puts it, dedicating time and resources to building your EE8 isn't optional anymore. It is a foundational, absolutely crucial part of any modern content strategy.
Which brings us right back to our original question, but now it's for you to answer. When an AI comes looking for an expert, what's it going to find on your site? Will it find the proven, board-certified doctor with a sterling reputation, or is it going to find just another anonymous flyer on the street? The choice and the work is yours.